Good morning, dear student. Welcome back in today's science class. And this today's class, we are begin our class with some previous knowledge or that we already discussed in this chapter. So first, I want to ask to you about tissue. What is tissue? How can you define a tissue? So tissue we can define as it's a group of a similar kind of a cell which perform a particular function which is responsible for a particular function is known as what a tissue. As you know that this the same kind of similar type of cells combine together and form a group and it perform the particular function for our body of for animal or for the plant. So that group is known as what a tissue. Okay, and tissue are the two different types: animal tissue or a plant tissue. So first we discuss about the plant tissue. That plant tissue is a divided in three types on the basis of its structure and location. So on the basis of location, the meristematic tissues are first we discuss about the meristematic tissues. So on the basis of location, that meristematic tissue is divided into apical meristematic, intercalary, and lateral meristematic tissues. After that, we discuss that after the process of differentiation, means when this dividing capacity of meristematic tissue is lost, so it take a permanent shape and structure, and which forms what the permanent tissue. So after that we discuss about the two types of tissues: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. In a simple permanent tissue, we discuss the three different type of tissue. What are these? You know that this parenchyma, sclerenchyma, and collenchyma. Parenchyma further is modified into what? That parenchyma. So further modification is taken place in the parenchyma, means it can be the two different types, different forms. On the basis of what? On the basis of presence of chlorophyll. If chlorophyll is present in the parenchyma, that type of parenchyma is called what? Chlorenchyma. And if the space is filled with the air cavity, that is mostly found in aquatic plant, so that type of parenchyma is called arenchyma. Then bending of plant due to this collenchyma, flexibility, and then sclerenchyma that gives tough, rigid, and stiffness to the plant. Now next, then we discuss about the complex tissue, that is permanent complex permanent tissue, that is xylem and phloem. This simple permanent tissue is made up of only one type of one kind of a cell, but complex permanent tissue is made up of more than two cells, like xylem and phloem, which is made up of 4 and 5 different type of cells. Okay, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers, tracheids, and vessels. Or in the case of phloem, phloem is made up of Sylvie tubes, Sylvie cells, companion cells, and phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So these are the different 5 type of the cells which composed of water that formed water phloem. So this xylem and phloem are combinedly known as what? Vascular bundle. After that we discuss about the animal tissue. So animal tissue, in animal tissue, first we discuss the epithelial type of tissues. There are the mainly 4 different types of animal tissues. What are these? Epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissues, and nerve tissues. In epithelial tissues, we discussed the different 5 types of tissues: squamous epithelial tissues, cubical epithelial tissues, then the columnar, ciliated, and granular epithelial tissues. I notice this animal tissue is harder, or you can feel that it's a typical one, or you can see that it's a tougher topic as compared to the animal tissue. I know this animal tissue is more easy, but animal tissue is more easy when you practice or read again and again, है ना. बार बार आप पढ़ोगे तो आपको easy लगेगा. एनिमल टिश्यू तो इजी, प्लांट टिश्यू तो इजी है, लेकिन एनिमल टिश्यू को आप 2 बार 3 बार कंटिन्यू रिवाइज करोगे तो वो इजी हो जाएगा आपको. सो नाउ नेक्स्ट in animal tissues, the second type of tissues we discussed, that is what connective tissues. Okay, this is connective tissue. This is second type of animal tissue. So the connective tissues, the cells of these connective tissues are widely spaced and embedded in an intracellular matrix. Means these cells, these connective tissues. So in connective tissues, the cells are widely spaced. Means there are the space found in between the cells, and these are embedded in the intracellular matrix. And this matrix means this fluid is jelly-like substance. Second thing, a white and a yellow fibers are present in a matrix. Means that matrix contain of white and a yellow fibers. Third one, they provide support to different organs and keep them on a place. Okay. So these are the characteristics of a connective tissue. So first you have to write down this one, and then in connective tissue first we discuss about the blood, because the blood is an example of a liquid connective tissue. So blood is a liquid connective tissue and this blood, why it is called a connective tissues? Because it helps in a circulation or transportation of materials, food materials, and oxygen. It provide oxygen to whole body. Whatever the food materials in the liquid form, it will be transported to whole part of our body by this blood. Okay, so that's why this blood is called a liquid connective tissue. And this blood is composed of the different four parts. First one, this plasma. When plasma means this a liquid, pale yellow color liquid material is known as plasma. After the filtration, सपोज दैट यदि ब्लड का अपन फिल्टर करते हैं, ब्लड को फिल्टर करते हैं फिल्टर पेपर से या फिल्ट्रेशन करते हैं, सेपरेट करते हैं, तो उसमें से यदि आरबीसी, डब्ल्यूबीसी और प्लेटलेट्स को आप रिमूव कर देते हो, सो फाइनली यू गॉट इट पेल येलो लिक्विड substance, liquid material. That pale yellow liquid material is known as what? Plasma. Okay, you know these days this word is mostly used in coronavirus, plasma therapy. Okay, so that plasma means when we remove this RBC, WBC and blood platelets. So this that pale yellow color is known as what? Plasma. This plasma is a fluid matrix of a blood. It is a pale yellow in a liquid with 95% of water. This pale yellow color, this fluid matrix, and it 95% contain water. Okay. Second thing, it contains RBC, WBC and platelets. It also contains the proteins, salt and hormones. This plasma also contains some proteins and this salts and hormones. Then RBC. This RBC means red blood corpuscles or red blood cells. It is also known as a erythrocyte. Okay, and this RBC is responsible for the color of blood, and it helps in the carrying of water, oxygen or transportation of oxygen taking place in our body due to this water. This is presence of this RBC. So this RBC, they are large in number, having the hemoglobin containing iron. They are large in number and having the hemoglobin containing iron, which acts as a oxygen carrier. So what is the main function of this RBC? It helps in carrying oxygen or transportation of oxygen in a whole body. Okay, जो अपन breathing के through, when we breathe in, we take oxygen. This oxygen is carried by the hemoglobin. Okay, so suppose that when the hemoglobin is very less in your body, you feel very fatigue or tiredness, ना थकान होती है, क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन ना आपको बॉडी को ना सफिशिएंट ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई नहीं हो पाता है. हाँ, सो फॉर दैट वी इंक्रीज वाटर hemoglobin. Okay, because this hemoglobin is a help in the transportation as a carrier as a water, this oxygen. This are also known as a erythrocyte. Now second one is third one is what? WBC. WBC means white blood corpuscles. This white blood corpuscles is also known as leukocytes, and these are known as what? Soldier of our body. Means they provide immunity power or fighting power against germs. Okay, जो वायरस, बैक्टीरिया या जर्म्स है उनके अगेंस्ट जो प्रोटेक्शन का काम होता है, that is given by this WBC. That's why it is known as what? A soldier of our body. This There are also the different types. This leukocytes or RBC is of different 5 types. Monocytes, then lymphocyte, then basophils, and eosinophils, neutrophils, and last one eosinophils. These are the different 5 different forms or different types of this WBC or leukocytes. These leukocytes can be classified into 5 types: monocytes, lymphocyte, basophils, neutrophils, and eosinophils. Okay, monocytes, then lymphocyte, basophils, neutrophils, and eosinophils. These are the 5 different types of what this leukocytes और WBC means there are the WBC are different 5 types. Okay, तो WBC है या leukocytes है वो different 5 types के होते हैं, 5 forms होते हैं: monocytes, lymphocytes, basophils, neutrophils, and eosinophils. Okay, next one, this blood platelets. This blood platelets, this is also known as the thrombocytes, and these thrombocytes are help in a blood clotting. Whenever we got some injuries, सपोज अगर आपको कोई चोट लगी, कट लगी, तो ना वो ब्लड प्लेटलेट्स के कारण ही क्या होता है, ब्लड क्लोटिंग हो जाता है ना, मीन्स वो गैप बढ़ जाता है और ब्लड रुक जाता है. तो दिस हेल्प इन ब्लड क्लोटिंग. दिस थ्रोम्बोसाइट इज हेल्प्स इन ब्लड क्लोटिंग, और यू कैन से दैट दिस ब्लड प्लेटलेट्स हेल्प इन blood clotings. They are spindle shaped cells which helps in the clotting of blood, and this blood platelets are spindle shaped. Spindle shaped means the points are sharp and middle portions become wider or broader. बीच में से चौड़ा होता है और दोनों पॉइंट जो ना एंड होते हैं, they are pointed. They are also called the megakaryocytes. This is also known as a megakaryocytes. Megakaryocytes because carrion means what? Nucleus. इसमें ना न्यूक्लियस काफ़ी बड़ा होता है, that's why it is called megakaryocytes. Okay, karyons means nucleus and mega means big, large. So it contains what? Big nucleus. Then another the liquid that is lymph. Lymph is also another liquid connective tissues. It is a colorless. That is filtered out of the blood capillaries. It is a part of the blood which contain WBC. Okay, so first the liquid connective tissue is the blood. That is the different forms, different types, different parts of blood, different components. You can say that different components of blood. Second liquid connective tissue is the lymph. Lymph, it is a colorless fluid that is filtered out of the blood capillaries. Means when from the blood capillaries, if you filter out the blood, that is called water lymph. It's become colorless. It is a colorless liquid or a fluid. It is a part of the blood which contains WBC. Means it's a part of a blood which only contains what? WBC. So these are the two different types of water connective tissues or liquid connective tissues. Now next we are going to discuss about the skeletal tissues. So please just you by taking or pausing the video or by taking a screenshot, you can write down this note. First you have write it this one, then this one or this type of okay. First you have got this characteristics, okay, then after this you have to write it in your notebook. Now next then we discuss skeletal tissue. So first you note down. So now, dear student, next we are going to discuss what about the skeletal tissues. This skeletal tissues is also divided into the different types like bones, cartilage, tendons, ligaments. This we all discuss one by one. So this skeletal tissues form our whole body framework. This is a hard and tough and rigid. So it is hard connective tissue. This is also a type of connective tissue. This skeletal tissue is a connective hard tissues. Before that we discuss the liquid connective tissue, but this is the solid hard and tough connective tissues. It forms a supportive framework of the body. So what is the role of this skeletal tissues? This skeletal tissues forms the whole the framework of our body, that is made by water, that is made by of this skeletal tissues. Now in this skeletal tissues, first we discuss about the bone. You know that this all the bones, our body is made up of water, bones. So we have the 206 bones in our body or at the different places, or these are connected with the joints. So these joints have water, tendons and ligaments as a water, as a you can the cementing materials, or you can say that glue materials. So now first we are going to discuss about what bone. So this bone, it is the anchors, the muscles and the support the main parts of our body. What are the role of these muscles? Means this bones. This bones anchor the muscles, and due to that anchoring or anchorage, we can able to move our body parts like this muscles. This bones is also anchor these muscles. So due to this contraction and the relaxation of these muscles, we are able to move our different body parts according to our will. So it anchors the muscles and support the main parts of our body, and it also give support to our body. It also protects some delicate portions like heart, lungs, kidney and brain. This all are the protected by this bone. This bone is a connective, hard connective tissue. It is porous and contains the blood vessels, and it have some pores on it ना. ये हार्ड इतना टफ नहीं होता, टफ होता है, बट इसके अंदर कुछ ना क्या होते हैं, पोर्स भी होते हैं, एंड दैट कंटेन्स वाटर ब्लड वेसल्स. उन पोर्स के अंदर छेदों के अंदर क्या होता है, इट कंटेन्स ब्लड वेसल्स. इट इज स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड इनफ्लेक्सिबल टिश्यूज. दिस bone, this tissue is skeletal tissue. This bone is hard and tough and inflexible, means which not shows the flexibility. Okay, inflexible in nature. ये flexible नहीं होता, hard, stiff और tough होता है. Next, the long bones are the usually hollow from inside. As you see, this thigh bone है, this arm and leg, ये जो this long bones. So these long bones are hollow from inside, and it have some cavity. So that cavity or that space is filled with a matrix that called fluid, that is called bone marrow or marrow cavities. Okay. So hollow from inside and contains a cavity called the marrow cavity. It is full of bone marrow. So this bone cavity is what? It's a factory for the bone marrow. Bone marrow is found in this space or a gap or cavities of a bone. So these are about a bone. Now second this skeletal tissue is what? Cartilage. This cartilage, this is a flexible, not too much a hard, tough, stiff like this bone. Just you can see this nose, and you have this nose, so this ear pinna, this foot pipe, trachea. This all parts are made up of what? This cartilage. So its cartilage is flexible as compared to this one bone. Okay. Cartilage, it is elastic, less harder and flexible. It is elastic, it has some flexibility or elasticity in it. It shows the property of this elasticity and the flexibility. It's less hard. ये जितना इतना tough bone होता है उतना cartilage इतना tough hard नहीं होता है. And flexible, it has a greater tensile strength, but it have more tensile strength. टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ जो जैसे ना नायलॉन की रोप्स होती है, वायर होते हैं, तो वो काफ़ी टेंसाइल्स होते हैं, कितना लोड वो ना कैरी कर सकते हैं. सो दिस you can say that this cartilage have a high tensile power. It is non porous and it does not contain a blood vessel. It is a non porous. ये blood bones जो था वो porous था, but this is a non porous and it does not contain any kind of blood vessels. It is found in joints of bones, means it is found in a joints of bones where the joints is found in the body. There it is found this cartilage, and it is found in this nose, this ear pinna, and trachea and larynx, and this voice box here. It is smoothens the bone surface at the joints, or it also it makes the joints surface very smooth. यानी जो जॉइंट सरफेस होती है वो काफ़ी स्मूथनेस होती है, ताकि इजीली से वो क्या हो अपन उसको ना मूव कर सके, फोल्ड कर सके, बैंड कर सके, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस water, this smoothness, and this smoothness is provided by this cartilage. So this is the skeletal tissues, and this the two different type of skeletal tissue. Let us we more discuss about what the next type of skeletal tissue, that is ligaments and tendons. So by posing or taking screenshot, you can note down in your notebook. Then we discuss about what then we discuss about the ligaments and tendons, the another skeletal tissues. So now next another the tissue, that is what this ligament. Before this we discuss about the bone and cartilage. So another this skeletal tissue is a ligament. This ligament it connect the two bones to each other, means it is found between the two bones, where the two bones connected to each other. So means that you found this you found at the two different joints of our bones, like that here this joints, knee joints. So what is the role of this ligament? This ligament it connects the two bones to each other, means bone is connected with the help of this ligament, and this ligament work like as a fluid or a gum or a liquid which connect or joint to what two bones, okay, bones with the bones. But this tendons it connect bone to muscles, okay. Bone to bone जो connect होता है वो with the help of ligament, but bone to muscle it connect with the help of this tendons that we also discuss. So it connects the two bones to each other, means bone is connected with the bone with the help of this ligament. This ligament is a fluid or liquid or a glue or material to join the two bones at the joints. It is yellow fibrous connective tissues. It contains yellow fibrous connective tissues. It is a very elastic and has considerable strength. This ligament is also have a flexibility or a elasticity. So it is also have a flexibility or elasticity, and it have what it has a considerable strength. It contains a very little matrix, but it is have water. It contains very little liquid or fluid or a matrix. So after that dryness of this fluid or liquid, what happened? The frictions taking place in between the joints, and we are feeling what pain in our joints. ना बूढ़े लोगों के में यही होता है कि धीरे धीरे जो लिक्विड मैट्रिक्स होता है, फ्लूइड होता है, वो धीरे धीरे ना ड्राई हो जाता है, सूख जाता है, तो वो कम होने लगता है. सो ड्यू टू दैट वाटर द फ्रिक्शन इज टेकिंग प्लेस बिटवीन द जॉइंट्स, एंड दे आर फीलिंग वाटर पेन इन देयर जॉइंट्स. Next one, tendons. This tendon is also a skeletal tissues, another connective tissues. It is a white fibrous connective tissues that contain what yellow fibers, but it contain a white fibrous connective tissues. It has a very little matrix containing the evident of white fibrous forming layers. It also contains a very less amount of matrix, but mostly it contains what white fibrous forming layers. It attaches the muscles to the bone. As I told you that two bones are connected with this ligaments, but bones connected with the muscles it by what? This tendons. Means tendons का जो role है वो क्या है? Tendons connect bone to muscle, but bone to bone is connected by the ligament. A tendon has a great strength but limited flexibility. Tendon it also shows the great strength, but at the same time it have the limited flexibility. है ना, इसमें elasticity होती है, but इसमें limited flexibility होती है, but it shows a greater strength. Next type of tissue is what? Alveolar tissues. It is formed between the skin and the muscles. Means आपकी जो skin है और muscles है इनके बीच में is a one type of tissue found beneath around the blood vessels and nerves. That type of tissue is called what? Alveolar tissues. ठीक है? Alveolar tissues. It is formed between skin and muscles beneath around. It is formed between the skin and the muscles beneath, then around the blood vessels and nerves and in a bone marrow. Where it is found? It is in a bone marrow beneath the muscles and around the blood vessels. Last one is adipose tissues. This adipose tissues means it is a help in the storing of fat. Fat globule is there, so it is stored the fat and it provides the insulation against the heat and cold. So it provides some insulation, है ना? यानी कि हमारी स्किन की जस्ट नीचे beneath तो ये भी क्या जब फैट ग्लोब्यूल्स होते हैं या फैट ज़्यादा डिपॉजिट हो जाता है तो वो एडिपोज टिश्यू में फॉर्म हो जाता है. इट चेंज इनटू एडिपोज टिश्यू एंड दिस एडिपोज टिश्यूज मीन्स दिस लेयर विच इज फॉर्म्ड by this deposition of fat, so that fat act as a water insulator. So mostly this insulating layer is found in polar animals like polar bear या फिर जो ज़्यादा मोटे लोग होते हैं तो उनमें एक चर्बी की लेयर बन जाती है, इंसुलेशन लेयर बन जाती है, that is made up of fat. So that fat is stored in where? In adipose tissues. So this adipose tissue, it is an oval shaped and a round cell filled with the fat globules. How it is filled? It is filled with the fat globules and it is stored the fat. So main work of this role of this tissue is to store the fat. It is formed below the skin and between the internal organs. It acts as an insulator because this layer of fat provide water insulation against the heat and cold. Last one, it also control the heat loss from the body. Means it cannot allow or it can escape the heat loss from the body and it makes our body warm. That's why generally you can see in the polar animals this type of adaptation is found in polar animals. क्योंकि पोलर एरिया में तो काफ़ी बर्फ होती है ना, ठंड होती है, तो उनकी में की बॉडी के नीचे एक इंसुलेशन लेयर होती है दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ दिस एडिपोज टिश्यूज और फैट, so which provide them insulation against this heat and cold. Okay, so this about this ligament, tendons, areolar tissues and adipose tissues. Now next then we discuss about the muscular tissues and last one nervous tissues. Okay, so these two tissue are the remaining. Muscular tissues are also the three different type of muscular tissues: striated muscular tissues, non-striated or smooth or non-smooth you can say, or cardiac muscles. There are the three different type of muscles. ठीक है, there are the three different type of muscular tissues. First one is striated muscles. Striated muscles means the type of muscles on which the striation is found. Striations means you can say the band of light and black color. Striation is found. उनके ऊपर patches just like you can see this tissues and it has some striations like that. That's why it is called a striated muscles. And this is a long cylindrical muscles or with many nucleus, means multinucleated. So the characteristic of this is a long cylindrical muscles. Stations are found, the patches or bands of the light and dark color is found on its surface and it have the multinucleated. And this is it's a voluntary type of muscles. Second, non-striated muscles. Non-striated muscles is also known as smooth muscles, or you can say that spindle muscles or involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles, why it is called? Because it cannot work according to our will. So that we discuss later. Okay, so first you note down this all things in your notebook. So next is what a muscular tissue. This muscular tissues, these tissues help in the movement of our body, and it is a long fiber-like cell called a muscle fiber. Means this muscular tissues help in the movement of our body parts. Whatever the body parts or our body organs we can move according our will. This is due to what? This is due to presence of this muscular tissue. And these muscular tissues are different three types: striated muscles. This striated muscles is also known as the voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. Why it is called voluntary muscles? Because the voluntary muscles means the type of muscles which can work according to our will. Means ऐसी muscle जो हमारी इच्छा के अनुसार काम कर सकती है. That's why these striated muscles are called voluntary muscles. And these are unbranched and multinucleated. These muscles are unbranched and multinucleated. These striated muscles are unbranched, means there will be no branched, multinucleated, long cylindrical. Cylindrical. Multinucleated means it have more than one nucleus and the stations are found. Stations are found means it have the dark and black patches or bands of color on its just I told you that this type of muscles. These are the multinucleated. So this type of muscles is called what? Striated muscles. Second type of muscles, these are the non-striated muscles. Non-striated muscles is also known as spindle muscle. Spindle or non-voluntary. Okay, spindle muscles or voluntary muscles. Why it is called spindle muscles? Because it have the spindle shape like this. This shape is called a spiral shape, and these muscles are also known as the smooth muscles. And why it is called smooth or involuntary muscles? Because it cannot work according to our will. These are involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles, non-voluntary, yeah, you can say involuntary. Okay, non-voluntary or involuntary. Okay, you can say either spinal muscles, smooth muscles, नॉन वॉलंटरी या इनवॉलंटरी मसल्स है ना, दोनों में से एक लिखना है, तो इनवॉलंटरी या नॉन वॉलंटरी मसल्स. सो व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड involuntary muscles? Because it cannot work according to our will. That's why it is called involuntary muscles. Where it is found? These are found in the iris, this iris, small intestine and large intestine. It is found in the bronches of lungs. lungs की जो bronches है वहाँ पे ये पाए जाते हैं. These are the location uterus. uterus के अंदर भी जो है इस what smooth type muscles or spindle type involuntary muscles are found in that area. These are muscles are help in the movement of food in the alimentary canal, or it is brought about by these muscles. These are spindle shaped, long with pointed ends, and have single nuclei, means uninuclei. These muscles have a single nuclei. Okay, uninucleated. Uninucleated. Uni means one, single. These cells contain only one nucleus, uninucleated muscles. And they are not closed by the membrane, and many fibers are joined together in a bundles. Next type of muscles is called cardiac muscles. This cardiac muscle is called also known as the heart muscles. Where it is found? It is found in the heart muscles, or this is also a involuntary muscle. These are also involuntary muscles. These are the branched, long, cylindrical, branched, and these are also cylindrical, branched, and uninucleated. You can see the cylindrical, long, and cylindrical. Uninucleated. Okay. And these are helps in the heart beating, or these are helps in the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of our heart. Okay, so these are responsible for rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart. And these are the involuntary muscles because they are not work according to our will. Continually it work throughout the life. Okay. The muscles of the heart are called the cardiac muscles. Heart beats due to the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of these muscles throughout the life, and these are the involuntary muscles. These are the cylindrical, branched, and uninucleated muscles. Branches are united by the intercalated disc, and these branches like this. You can see. So this area is called intercalated disc. This area is called what? Intercalated disc. Means this long cylindrical muscles is connected with this branching, and this branching is called intercalated disc. Okay. Last one, this nerve tissues. This nerve tissues is a long fiber or a long thread like structures in our body, which is helps in the water to respond against any stimuli. Means whatever the sense we are feeling from outside, that is due to this nerve tissues, and these nerve tissues are help in the water to send any kind of information from any body parts to our brain through this spinal cord. The cells of the nerve tissues are called neurons, and this nerve tissue, the cells of a nerve tissue is called neurons. Means single nerve is known as what? Neurons. Each neuron has a single long part is called axon. This long part is known as what? Axon, and it is also have some thread like a thinner structure that is called dendrites, and the dendrites helps in the sending the message or conveying a message. This nerve tissues or this nerve cells may be long as 1 meter in our body. These are highly specialized tissues for the being stimulated and then is transmitting the stimulus and very rapidly from one place to another place. It means it's work very fast, means very quick, within the 100 part of a second. That's why suppose that for example, if we are punching a pin or anything other, any part of our body, then what we are feeling the pain, and this pain we are feeling by what? This message can be sent by this neurons or the nerve tissues to the brain through this spinal cord. Okay, so you have to draw this nerve tissues in your notebook, and this also you can because maybe question may be asked differentiate between the stated, non-stated, and cardiac muscles. So this anyhow. Anyway, if you have any doubt regarding any topic, you can ask me, okay, without any hesitation. And this finally this chapter come to end. Thank you. Have a nice day.